All right. So last session, that feels like a year ago. You split your party up, which never goes wrong, and went on a bit of a
Don't
respective
worry about
set of adventures before you headed down into Dungeon 3, which is where we finished
There's a
up.
song about it.
Fokionis and Zach found their way to the potion pantry, where they had a very interesting, and that's in air quotes, meeting with Clarence, the patron of the potion pantry. He was extremely condescending of both of you, and despite your best efforts, he refused to drop that cold, aloof, superior attitude and demeanor. Before you left, Zach caught a glimpse of something in his eyes, something that changed and didn't quite match the lighting of the room when he mentioned the Baron and potions for the Baron. There was a momentary lapse there. After being gouged on the potions, you headed, and that was open gouging. You headed back to the safe room to find the rest of your party, including a now very differently dressed ward who resembled something like a Jedi Jesus, gathered in the central area of the cafe in Mort's.
it.
And a variety of events transpired once you were all together, including many attempts to feed anyone who came within reach from Jake, before he took just a very naked cleaning array in the central showers. And he was briefly joined by his discarded clothing as Zach wafted them in with a mage hand. A trip to the central toilet facilities revealed a full set and a full and partial set of runes, and a very excited message from Mort about your instance of the crawl being Prime 1 and housing the actual AI in charge of all of the crawl itself. He encouraged you all to make a priority of locating and taking into your possession any powerful artifacts you could find or that you heard about, to help the anarchists plan their bring the whole thing down mission and mantra. So finally, you entered Dungeon 3 and ended up somewhat surprisingly in a jungle, with your party a little bit scattered on your landing, and some creative problem solving and potentially too much confidence in the root system of trees eventually brought the party together, and some scouting around, and on the part of some of you, some keen senses granted your party a bit of extra information about your surroundings and what might be located there, as well as a particularly strong and suspicious smell that caught the attention of some of you, that hopefully you noted down. And that's where we find ourselves, with the group a few small injuries, but the group having found themselves in the ravine, essentially, with the now for all too familiar black barrier behind you, but a huge open expanse of jungle that you cannot see an end to, open in front of you, with some walls up around the sides and extremely thick undergrowth, and the sounds and smells of a extremely lively place happening around you. And we need to figure out you need to figure out what you want to do next.
Well, I know what we could, like, Jake's role could be, or not. Just saying, like, options.
Could the meat in the meat shield not have a golden thong on, just to accurately reflect he's wearing a golden thong and a leather cape?
Yes, hang on, I'll work on that.
Yeah, just for accuracy's purposes.
I'm shy.
Oh, so many things.
I did get a message from Lily about the cape, like his cloak. So my impression is that he's wearing the golden snitch and a cloak over the top, his cloak of elven kind, and nothing else. So that's what we're going with until I hear differently.
So good.
So what do you want to do, guys? Alia and Zach, you were the last two who kind of actually picked up on some things about your surroundings.
Right, what were those again? Yeah, there's a smell coming from the east, wasn't there?
Yep, Alia picked that up.
I did. Holy shit!
You can. Do you want to? I'm not your note taker when I'm GMing, so if your characters may have forgotten, you can roll an intelligence check. and we'll see if you remember.
It's been 2 weeks.
Oh, I
for us.
bet.
It's
I'll do it.
been
Hang on.
5 seconds with it.
Was it
Dude, I'm
entirely
taking
good?
the notes for the entire fucking world. You guys can take some notes for your own goddamn characters.
I got a 14.
What did you roll a 14?
14.
15. I think that more than bright enough to recall that you smelt the all too familiar tang of blood on the air coming almost directly due east. Alia is what you picked up.
Nice loot.
So the smell and the taste of it was that coppery, all too familiar scent.
Free loot coming my way.
Do you want to try? Have you remembered yours, Zach, or do you want to see if Zachary remembers as well?
No, let's investigate this blood thing. Let's go east.
Hi ho, it's off to loot we go.
Brr, 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 brr.
Now, as you're heading to the east, we've got to march because Zach's fucking gone. He's off. So, how would you guys like to do this? Are you kind of single filing through the kind of the undergrowth? Are you pushing your way through? Are you carving a path? Are you trying to be stealthy? Are you trying to be inconspicuous? Are you just making as much noise as you can to scare off the snakes? Like, what are you?
I'm 100% gonna be stealthy.
All right.
Stealthy.
So Alia's going to roll a stealth check for me. What are the rest of you going to do? Are you going to try
Where
and
is
just sort of?
that?
Yeah, I'll sneak through as well, try and see what's going on.
All right.
Oh, there it is, stealth.
Yep.
Normal. That is a
Oh, Alia,
24.
stealthy as fuck.
Fuck yeah.
19.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's any point in me even rolling to be stealthy, is there?
There certainly is.
Oh, just for the content. Let's go, bro.
Nat
Could
20.
go wrong.
Oh, fuck, if
That
only.
would be
Stealth.
amazing.
Oh, it's +2. Ooh.
I don't know. What did you roll?
He got a nat 20.
Did you really?
Yeah.
All right, and we
Oh my god. That's
I better-
mental.
better do Jake.
For real.
That's the best thing ever.
Oh, please tell me someone's logged into D&D Beyond to fact check that. Fucking hell.
I did.
believe
I
ya.
was there when you rolled it.
Oh my god. That's
And
it.
Jake
I'm done.
gets
And that's
advantage on
look, thanks
these.
for watching, guys, and we'll fucking catch you next week. See you later.
And Jake rolled a total of 25. So you guys wow, after your last little fucking shit show, you yeah, you did good. All right, I've got to do one more roll and we'll see what happens here.
Oh fuck. How good's that?
Yeah, we don't do this just very well.
Absolutely cannot believe it.
Okay.
Wait, why did Jake get it with advantage? That's rude.
Because he's got with the golden snitch, he's got the cloak of Elvenkind on, which gives him advantage on stealth rolls.
Fuck's sake.
So he's the hood's up and just blends in. But you guys all just fucking you've basically done the extreme D&D equivalent of like pulling the pot plant up and holding the palm leaves in front of yourselves, but done it to such an extent that, you know, Phocyonis has got that naturally mottled skin tone that kind of camouflages in with the shadow, and all of you just blend into the surroundings. The snitches got snitches on the mission. And if you guys can give me an indication on where are you heading, like up towards where? Can you put a ping on where you're heading towards, just so I can see? Like, you don't have stealth forever, but you guys have a good section of time where you guys be stealthy as fuck.
Oh, if we're gonna be stealthy, we might as well go high ground. Like over here. I don't know how to ping.
No,
So
I
everybody
can see your
have a high
cursor. I've
ground.
got my DM screen open here so that I can see it. Yep. All right. So who's what's your order? And then we'll sort of that's a fair movement with your being stealthy as fuck.
I'll go first. I'm shorter than everyone else.
Let's set that up. Oh, good to your Drake as well. Is your Drake coming with you?
Apparently. Do I have access to that?
You should. I gave you ownership of it.
There are
Oh,
12.
the cracks in the party are showing. No, your overall average is extremely high though still. So, Zach, where are you going? Are you going a different
Oh,
direction?
the wrong way. Sorry. I was just clicking on
So that Ali
Sorry.
was heading up towards. So I'm just going to go. Ali was essentially saying, "I'm going to head towards there." I'm not putting you there just yet. So the Zach, you Bocchionis, you are so fucking blended in. You can choose where you want to be. Zach, you've got a little bit of beat on Ali. Ali is very aware of you. The other two of you are Bocchionis is around somewhere, but that motherfucker is just he's turning full tree mode. Maybe a couple of the branches that he fell down off are sticking out of him still. Giving him a bit of extra camouflage. So is it? Are we going Alia, Focchionis, Zach, like Alia, Zach,
I'm not leading the way.
Focchionis?
It's
You're
bad
going
advice.
single file, side by side.
Yeah,
You're hanging
single
back.
file,
Did you say?
No, I said I'm just not leading the way.
All right. I'll put Jake. Essentially, it's got Jake shadowing Zach at the moment.
Alright.
Drake's up here. All right. So as you guys are heading your way up towards that rock, as you're getting closer and closer, that you can all start to catch that smell of blood that Alia had already identified well back into the shrubs, but the rest of you finally get the fucking Dante. The rest of you finally get that catch that whiff of it, and being so well hidden as what you guys are, you also start to hear this kind of crunching and growling, a guttural, very low sound as well. As you are coming up into essentially the pass where Alia is at the moment, which hasn't refreshed through on my screen for some reason. Oh, there it is. It has now. So as you're coming up through there, you stealthy as fuck, and you're all just gliding through with barely touching the trees and the shrubs around you. Your little Drake trying to slither and getting used to these new wings and kind of, hopping and bouncing along, just slightly, very small, but trying to jump over a dry, rotted branch, just clips it, and it's a with that, as you are just about to crest that ridge, coming up that ramp to where the rock is that Snack had a mouse over before, you hear the noise and the crunching that you were hearing stop, and this head pops up out of the shrub that's near that stone, and it's not massive like compared to what you've seen tigers in the zoo, but it's clearly a tiger's head and face. But where it is and the way it's standing is there's a very humanoid slope to the shoulders, and the mouth and face are coated in blood. And as soon as that head has come up, it's about 15 feet away from you, Alia, and your Drake. It disappears back behind that shrub. What would you guys like to do?
Oh, great.
Uh,
Well, I'm going to inform the rest of them on what I just saw.
Yes, try
Helen,
to
what
look
did you
for where it went.
So that's where it popped up, and then I'm going to make it go away before you start investigating too closely what that is.
Can we investigate like away from there?
We investigate away from there.
So he's
I don't know, over here?
Rakshasa, just
You came looking for Dynasty, and you said he's not here, and I'm not sure what to do.
That poor bastard.
So what you got was
That's a bit of a different
essentially,
folder.
if you all caught that like a glimpse of movement. Alia, you definitely had the clearest view. You definitely saw that face pop up and down with your passive. It has disappeared out of your view at the moment. And while you guys decide what you're doing, I need to make a roll here.
Well, I ain't going first because I'd probably end up as food.
Yeah, I'll just have a look at where he went.
By all
Just
means.
try and look for. Okay,
Lead on.
can I roll a looky check? Hold on.
So are you getting up closer to where you saw, or are you just trying to kind of hold your
Yeah, I'll
ground
get
and
a
steer?
bit closer, but yeah.
All right. So as you're heading up closer, you can definitely hear the rustling that is getting further away. That sounds like something is trying to quickly and quietly move away from you. But it has not done so very stealthily at all.
It's trying to run away.
Go get it.
No, you get it.
Do thank you.
So just leave it go then, I guess.
And at where you
Because
are,
your
that
best
you
friend-
notice this.
Which
egg-
direction they go in?
Yeah,
Can
that's
I
what I was
tell them?
about to give you, because it was, you know, it has not done a very good job, startled as it's tried to exit. So it's essentially, if I use, I've got a little marker here just to indicate the positioning. So give me 2 seconds to grab it. So essentially it sounds like somewhere in this vicinity where that red circle is. That's where the noises are coming from. So it's heading down kind of southeast. That noise has continued, like as you were communicating that on, and it's just sort of stopped at hearing it. Like you can still hear that sound of movement through the underbrush. But you came up and you were going to investigate the spot as well. Did you? I was just giving you that info because that was happening at the same time. Do you want to investigate? Do you want to
Let's
take
see
another
what
action
he
with your group?
was doing in there. Can investigate what that spot, like what he was doing in there, or
Yep, you absolutely can. So when you give me actually just to see how much you find. So can you give me that investigation roll, please?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank goodness for all your bonuses. So you find really quickly a corpse that is basically appears to have been dragged underneath that shrub that is at your feet. That is quite bushy at the top, but you know, there's a body underneath. That body has been. It appears mostly stripped naked. It is definitely humanoid. There is some scraps of clothing remaining, but the center torso, you can see that the throat has been snapped and it appears torn out, and the stomach and the chest cavity, where all of those beautiful juicy organs and offal are, has been what appears to be what you've interrupted is the gorging on that cavity of that human.
Any
Who went and did a
markings
mischief.
or clothing that we recognise at all?
You're gonna have to go in and being sneaky as fuck, big man. Have a look.
Yeah, quite over there. Just bro, check and see if it's anyone we know.
Road check.
I'm gonna move you a bit
roll up
closer.
the starboard, we can look from afar.
So,
Yeah.
The This is
Have
gonna
a
end badly.
if you're looking for like the markings you're talking about, that is an investigation check. So have a poke around at that body with a stick and let's see what you find. Because Egg found that with his 12, he found the body. He's established like what's happened to that corpse with his 12. And he definitely hasn't picked up on
I'm
those
not
other
sure we all
elements.
established we followed Egg.
No, you said you were going to have a closer look, so I moved you up there.
Me?
Yeah.
No,
it's
I
like-
said, hey,
You
Egg,
said you were looking for. Sorry, if
Egg,
I've
you-
misunderstood, move yourself
Egg,
back.
you look. No, yeah, go on. I'll move closer.
He's just taking a look. He can't just keep rolling investigation checks till he gets a good roll. He's
yeah,
he's a little bit
there's
grossed out.
nothing left to find about this corpse.
And Zach doesn't want to get blood on his gloves, man. They've just been cleaned.
True.
Exactly.
All right. So, am I going closer to look? What do we think? Yes, no, yes. Anything you think we can find?
It's up to you, bro.
Yeah, okay, that's a no.
Do it.
It's up to you. Do it.
Do it.
No, I'm good. Looks like no help can be given at this point in time.
All right. Does
What
anyone
did
else
you
want to do anything around this area?
Walk away from it.
Yep. Alia?
Nope, I'm good.
All right.
Yes.
So Zach, we're just one final bit with where you were checking and hearing. So the sound has all but disappeared. Like that movement that you were hearing has faded from your perception where you heard that, like that rustling where I had that marker.
Right, so they've truly gone away now. All right, bye.
Drop that.
Didn't even say hello. How rude.
No, it's okay.
Uh,
I'm good with that.
I didn't want to share a snack or anything. Yeah.
Right, so what would you guys like to keep in mind that I can only do so much with the free map pack with the jungle, so we actually have quite a bit of area here that can be navigated and explored. I just need to know what you're looking to do.
Legendarium.
All right, I go north 2 squares. No, can't do that. All right.
All right. So did we which way did Little Kitty go? Did we think?
I'll put the.
Was it over
Where's
sort
that?
of? We need numbers and letters so we can figure it out. Is it like A, B, C, D?
Here, I'll put the circle on.
H, I, J.
that's
Yeah,
Right.
so
where you-
we'll head in that direction. That
What
you
are you
said, like,
thinking?
normally. Yeah. Oh, what do you want? Should we go the other way?
I mean,
We go find the dungeon portal. He might know where it is. Right.
right. So you're hoping he's full.
Yeah.
Okay. No, solid logic. I'm with that. Let's go.
God.
Look, we'll go to pear shape. We'll just throw Elia's bag at it and we'll be fine.
All right, so you're heading after. Yep. So who's going where?
Lead on, oh leader one.
I ain't going first this time.
Nope.
Well, we
Yeah,
know
alright,
we know
I'll
where
go
Zach's
then.
going.
I'll go cautiously, like just sort of
I'll
like
just go
half
Dumb and
speed,
Dumber.
not like rushing after it, but not, but like, and still keeping an eye out. Like just
Yeah.
watching.
Like your tunnel, you're not
Yeah,
actually
like looking for
moving
traps, but
stealthily. You're just
looking for.
taking
Yeah,
your time with your
Yeah,
passive.
yeah.
Snoopy,
Yep.
Snoop, and
Are the rest of you doing the same thing, or would you like to try and be stealthy? Because you can continue. So you basically your first stealth roll as a group was so high across the board that you managed to startle whatever that was. So you've snuck up
I
on it.
can see
You now need to roll again if you want to keep if you want to resume your stealth. Because Zachary has headed on carefully. You can see and you can hear him pushing through the undergrowth. He's not making a ton of noise, but he's certainly not as quiet like the ghost that was slipping through the woods earlier.
So we're slowly moving towards the red circle.
It's your call whether you want to try and be a bit more stealthy than what Zach is. You each have your own individual. Zach and essentially Zach and Jake.
I'm still
I'm
Making-
going
making
to
stealth mode.
be stealthy still.
Yep.
Because if this goes pear-shaped,
I'm still in
which
this
I
mode.
think
So,
it
you know.
will, I can hide myself very, very fucking quickly.
Yeah. All right. Well, give me that stealth roll.
So
Right.
okay,
Can
come on,
Jake be like
okay.
stealthing with Alia? Probably. That's probably
That's
the safest.
absolutely your
Ooh.
call. So if you would
Got
like to do
17.
that, Yep.
Yeah.
I got 6. Used it all up.
17. Let's give Jake his. Oh no, not sleight of hand. Stealth with advantage. Jake is rolling very well, so his naked form is just, you can barely see him in the shadows next to Alia. Alia just sort of sinks back into the foliage. You're pretty confident that you're quite obscured. You feel good about your positioning and your placement and the especially all this cover that's afforded to you here as opposed to how exposed a lot of the dungeons have been. Fokionis, were you stealthing as well?
I was trying to.
All right, what did you roll?
6.
6. Dude, you're so confident that like these fuckers didn't
Oh.
even know where you were before, so
No.
you're
And then
really
I
confident
gone and fucked it up.
that you're very confident that you're right back in that zone with your 6. Do you want to roll for the? Did you figure out you could roll for the Drake, or do you need me to do that?
Oh,
one?
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that thing.
By default, he follows you around unless you tell him otherwise.
16.
He's learned his
17.
lesson. Feels bad about stepping on the bump on the twig before. He's
No, now the Drake is to laugh at me.
calmly wrapped around your feet. A little bit more visible than you. Like that white fur is a little bit of a beacon in the jungle, but is doing a much better job of using you as a bit of cover. You're pretty confident of how it is
Wait,
sitting.
guys, I still haven't named this thing, have I?
Nope.
I thought his name was Drake.
Might as well be.
Cool.
I forgot I still hadn't given it a name.
Yep. It's been the nameless companion that got forgotten in the dungeon,
Huh?
got slingshotted out of the door.
Drake's doing his own thing.
His name should be Lonely or Roadkill or something.
Wow.
The way it's been dealt with so far. All right. So as you guys are heading up, a little bit slower, being the stealth mission that you're on. The other 3 of you can all hear like Fokionis's overconfidence is just becoming this dum, 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 dum. Like he sounds like he is having a dance party at the back of the group as he's walking his way up. But Fokionis, you are full of just false, unwarranted confidence that you're you are a beacon at the moment. But if nothing else, you are certainly obscuring potentially the careful work that your teammates are doing. All right. So at this point, with all of that happening, you guys have reached the point where you were last aware that there was, some sounds coming as you heard that whatever it was kind of moving away. Zach, what would you like to do at that point? Is the intention to keep on kind of following what appears to be a natural direction of clearing?
Yeah.
It is. All right. So as you're moving forward from that point, can I get all of you to give me a perception check, please?
Including the Drake.
Including the Drake.
Especially the Drake. So not like okay, just a regular
16.
So like a passive perception roll? Yeah, no?
His perception.
I know if you hit perception in your rolls, just actually roll,
okay, right,
roll perception. Yeah. Sorry, I've got to do a couple of rolls here as well.
Hey, we are fucking yo-yoing today.
Your rolls might be okay. Oh no, okay. Oh no, maybe not.
What, encouraging?
Bah, don't scare us like.
All right. So, as you are kind of proceeding forward on your movement around, I'm just going to move you, Zach, as in terms of. Actually, I'll move the dot just so you can see what I'm talking. So, as Zach is essentially hitting this point here, was your So you catch this smell first, and it's this smell of just rotting meat wafting from just to the north of you, just around where the big overhanging leaves of what appears to be like some kind of mutant palm frond, as Fokionis does an orc dance off. That's essentially how he's walking through the jungle at the moment. And
This is my confidence.
you initially catch what looks
Make sure
like
I'm humming as I go.
what looks like maybe the bones of something else that may have died under that tree, like after what you've just seen. But then you realize that they keep going and going and going, and they are in fact the huge overlapping fangs of a saber-toothed tiger that you are familiar with from your earthen folklore and history.
Animal.
And what you thought was another boulder that was kind of dappled in the shadow of that tree is actually its giant head full of these bared fangs and teeth, and the eyes just glinting red. As you've come around that corner and you've reached the point you were at, the smell of its rotten breath coming from that open mouth has alerted you to its presence, and I need all of you to roll initiative.
Right.
Great. Uh-oh.
And we are now in combat. But they didn't get their surprise round. That saber-toothed tiger rolled like shit.
I roll it?
I'm actually putting us all, like all of you guys, into a combat state, so you'll actually be able to roll the initiative. If you don't want to do it that way, I can do it. I can do it with pen and paper.
Holy shit.
Oh, I rolled in D&D Beyond. Is that okay? Or
Yeah,
That
it
was
should
so
be.
close.
okay.
So close, egg.
I think I'm just going to need to. I'm going to need to do it manually with you guys doing it all that way, but that's okay. That's not a problem at all. I have this one sketched out, so give me your initiatives, and then I'll do these other ones.
18.
Yep, Zach.
9.
9.
Alright.
You must give it to him.
22.
Zach 9. Alia.
Oh, who's hammering that? You got that one? Are you banning that? You're banning that. Excellent.
I don't know where the Drake's one is though.
Jake is a 16. Who? Actually, first two things. Is someone going to be controlling Jake, or is Jake going to kind of just sort of fade into the background for this?
Well, if something happens to Jake, like, when Lee's not here, she'd be pretty pissed, I imagine. So,
Of course.
I think maybe she just fade into the background for this.
Yep.
Um,
That would be my preference as well. So we're just going to fade out Jake.
bye, Jake.
Yeah, I don't know where the Drake's initiative is, so
Just at the top. No, it's not opening for me. Oh, no, it's not at the top for initiative.
No, I can't. Like, either I'm fucking blind or I just
It's
can't see
okay.
it.
I'll just roll it. It's proficiency. Oh, he did good. All right, your Drake's an 18.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice.
Drake did good. All right. Now I just need to do a few more here. Proficiency.
I do need to get some dice
It's
at one
2.
stage.
Oh, that one did shit. Wow. These guys are rolling shit proficiency initiative so far.
Good.
Oh no,
We
that
might
one did
survive
good.
yet. These guys, how many fucking of them are there?
Too
Find
many,
out soon.
apparently.
What is the collective noun for a group of saber-toothed tigers? Is it just like get fucked or what?
It's an oh shit of saber-toothed tigers.
Pretty much. Oh, get fucked.
All right. Okay, so first off will be Alia had 22. Just so you guys know your order. Next up was the Drake, but I'll do the Drake with Alia just for ease of that turn. If she decides to make use of the Drake, then Phocionis. Actually, we don't do sorry, I just realized we don't need to do the initiative for the Drake because Alia determines what the Drake does on its turn. So the Alia goes with Drake. I'm sorry.
Oh, good.
My bad. I was treating it completely the wrong way. All right, then we've
You're
got
treating it like you would
Alia.
in Baldur's Gate, so it's okay.
I don't know. Sure. Take your word for it. Um,
Can't play that till he's moved.
Phocionis,
Till he's filled up all the bins.
Phocionis, what's your dexterity?
Really good. 14 plus 2.
Yep, all right. You go. You're actually exactly the same as the saber-toothed tiger that Zach has seen, but I'll let you go first. NPC, you guys take priority. All right.
So
and
Alia,
then we
Drake,
had
me, then Zach, or then Saber, then Zach?
it'll be Alia,
Yeah, Drake,
Phocionis,
me.
the saber-toothed tiger. I'm getting to the next one. Then it will
Roll
be Zach.
0 for the golden snitch.
No, the decision was that Jake would just sort of fade into the background for this encounter.
Oh.
Okay. So, what you guys can see at the moment, and we'll just move Zach to where that was all happening, is Alia, you've got an obscured view at the moment of that saber-toothed tiger. You can kind of see its front paws as giant paws, but you don't have a clear view of it. Phocionis, you're a little bit the same. You've got that boulder that's in front of you. You can sort of see that there's something there, but it's obscured from your view where you're currently standing behind Alia. Zach, you have absolutely unobstructed front row seating.
Excellent.
But for the moment, that is the only the only creature that it's definitely doesn't match the one that you saw behind the shrubbery, but it's the only one that you have actually got eyes on with your current rolls and passives at the moment. So we start with Alia.
Okay,
And
first
that
things first.
where you're currently standing, it has some cover from you, but you are still stealthed.
Okay, so can it see me?
No, you are no, it can't.
So technically, right now, I have advantage on any attack on it while I'm stealthed because it can't see me.
Okay.
Is that correct?
I believe so, and you've also got a ally who's within 5 feet because Egg is essentially right on the corner. It's a big creature, so I am pretty sure you 100% do. And please tell me if I'm wrong.
This is only what I'm learning. from
Yeah, so
Baldur's
Egg, please
Gate,
feel free to jump in
which
here.
I'm applying here. Am I right, Egg?
So you're stealthed, and you've got a companion within 5 feet.
No, it's
So
just stealth. If they're not aware of your presence, like if the perception you rolled wasn't higher than the stealth you rolled, then
it's not
you'd be
aware of a
unaware.
presence.
So then you'd get advantage on that first attack.
Yep, that's what I thought. Okay.
Where you are currently standing, just so you're aware, it's partially obscured, so it has partial cover. It will have a bump to its AC if you just try and attack from where you currently are, but you do have a lot of movement that you can make. Essentially what I'm getting at is if you would like to use some of that movement to come down to where you can get a clear shot, which is essentially where your Drake is, you can take full advantage of that advantageous shot without the saber-tooth tiger getting a bonus to its AC because it's got some cover from you at the moment. It's got some partial cover.
So I might take a step out to where the Drake is and fire off a shot.
Take it away.
Attack. Up behind there. Hang on. Alright. Is it damage at advantage or attack at advantage?
Attack.
Be your attack.
Okay. Oh,
That's
fuck.
a good thing too.
Alright, so 19 to attack.
19 hits.
Damage.
Big kitty definitely
Dang.
gets it.
Oh no.
So not all of those dice are going to be your damage, but
I
you've been
know.
through this, so yeah.
The fire one.
It's your fire.
I got a 3.
So if you click on it, it'll expand out.
knew-
Your fire, you got
Oh yeah, there we go.
5.
7.
Yes. 7
10.
piercing, fire. And looks like
you got your
I think
piercing and your
that's
fire.
it. What,
Yeah,
12?
you didn't do any.
12.
You didn't do any bonus prep to your arrows or anything.
Nah.
Do you have those gloves of archery, or is that something else I'm thinking of?
The braces of archery.
Yeah.
Oh, plus. So that's 12, that's 15. A +2 bonus to damage rolls on ranged attacks.
So you add that
that's
on.
15 damage.
Yes. Just having a look though, it looks to me like that has been added on potentially at the end. See how you got? Yeah, so you got a +2 on where it goes plus.
Can't
So
see
no,
it
that's
there.
No,
not
it's just
No,
dex.
it's not added
So
on. Sorry.
1d8.
No, added on. Apologies.
I think.
That's
Yeah.
my bad. It's
She
really
rolled a 7 plus 3 from her dexterity, so 10, plus the 2 from the braces of archery, 12, plus the 5 fire damage, 17.
17.
Oh. I didn't know I added on my dexterity. Thank you for that. Didn't know that one.
So I will try and
Yeah.
clean up that weapon so it just goes to fire damage because all of those things should automatically, maybe the braces won't, but all the rest of it should automatically actually be in there.
It probably does. We're just not
So I
seeing
just
it.
need to clean it up. Yeah. So yeah, you give it a good tickle. The big kitty cops that arrow flush in the just shy of catching the neck. But there is definitely now a flaming conjured arrow that has hit home in that shoulder. It is unhappy. Phocyonis, you are up. You're in the same boat as Alia.
No, he's
That you currently, it is quite obscured, but you can see maybe some paws. But you'll need to move to.
Doesn't Alia get 2 shots with their bow?
Well, that's for Alia to suss
I'm
out.
pretty sure I do. Yeah, attacks per action too. But this one won't be an advantage because he knows I'm there now.
Yeah, he knows we're there for all, doesn't he? Or
He definitely is aware you're there.
he should be aware of our presence. Yeah.
I'm gonna launch my longbow at him again.
Just throw it.
Please stop popping up behind there, for fuck's sake.
She's talking to her cat.
So that's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, 23, as we've established.
that one
that
too.
most hits.
I need that for bingo.
Yes.
See? Come on. Come on.
Alright, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. 15 damage.
Yep.
And then my bonus action. Off.
Second arrow sparks off, and like you start to see blood pumping out and just coming down that coat. Just a guttural growl from the first strike that becomes more of a whimper with the second one.
And then I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns.
So get your Hail of Thorns ready. Oh, fuck you, Dante. Get Hail of Thorns ready. Sorry, for those who might be watching the YouTube video, Dante was paying me out in Twitch chat that I should not have been registering.
You didn't have time.
Yeah, screw you, hippie.
Cutting Richie.
Yep, so you with your bonus action, and now we're on to Phocyonis. So let's see if Karma.
Phocyonis, I thought we were on to the Drake.
Well,
Yeah,
you
Drake.
need to make a decision on what happens with your Drake, because your Drake is a bonus action. You've just used your bonus action for Hail of Thorns.
Oh, I thought you said Drake was separate. I lifted him separate.
Yeah, I'm
No,
so
that-
confused.
I apologized and said no. Hang
Okay.
on, it's a summoned. If you look in how D&D Beyond handles it, you actually summon that Drake, and then you control and tell it what to do with your. It takes your action economy. It doesn't have its own.
Oh yeah,
action
as an
economy.
action, you can
Yeah,
magically
it's
summon
not a
the
player
Drake.
character.
Oh no.
Right. So if you have a bonus action or a second action?
It's a bonus action that you can get it to, like, it can move over, it can bite, I believe at the moment it can infuse some fire damage with a bite because it's a fire drake. You can tell it to move, but you just need to look at your action economy because that drake is part of your actions that you need to consider.
Oh yeah, I need to. Yeah, I've just read it there. It's my same initiative taking its turn immediately after mine, but I must take a bonus action to command it.
Gotcha.
To
Yeah,
take.
so you
an
can use
action.
your bonus action, but if you're using your Hail of Thorns, at the
Yeah,
moment your drake is just kind of hovering there with you.
It's just looking menacing.
that's all good.
All right,
Now it's fucked up.
and now it's Phocyonis' turn.
Right.
So all the same stuff stands about the cover. It will get a bump if you just try and attack it from where you currently are.
So I need to move, then is what I'm hearing. If I move to sort of directly, what is that, 5 feet, 10 feet? Yeah, I can do that.
Yep, you can go. You've been talking between Alia and you can move yourself over there between Alia and Zach. Yeah.
I'll move there only because I'm aware that shit's going down.
Yep, you have
Alia's
clear visibility now.
Done stuff, and now I'm clearly in the line of fire. Excellent. Oh joy.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong? Right, I've got a javelin of lightning, and I'm going to yeet that son of a bitch like straight at old puss here.
Yep. So it's
Cool.
going in a straight line.
I
that-
believe so. Let me use the ruler.
Sorry, I'm telling you, you can throw it in a straight line and hit the target. It's a massive target that's unobscured. You do have Zachary in between you and the target. I'm letting you know that just in case your javelin's lightning can potentially harm your party members as it's being thrown in a straight line.
No, I'm sure it's immune to party members.
Just
sure,
for
yeah.
your consideration.
I don't know.
Does it say it will hit all targets in the straight line
I don't know.
from you?
Look, I'm just going to pad for time here ambiguously while I check that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But I have to speak the command words. So Gigabrain here is going to throw it and then wait till it just passes like Zach, and then say the command word, which then brings the lightning.
That's not how it works. You can throw it and do that. It's going to be out of range for your magic word to be said.
Nah, bro. You can hear. It's got supersonic hearing.
Just have a look and see if it does damage to your party members. Or you've got enough movement that you could kind of slide up onto those those stones behind Zach and get a little bit of elevation because they're not hugely they're not tall
behind
boulders.
would put me over the top of Zach.
Yeah, so if you come in and don't occupy the same space as him, I would say you're off. You'd be off to the side enough that you could throw it without hitting Zach.
All right, so you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Otherwise, I was going to go, like, Zach, your shoelace is undone, bro. Fix it.
Just through the space, not just fucking over his. All right, just do you goddamn javelin.
It'd be fine. Don't worry about it.
Duck,
I've moved.
goose.
Right, we're throwing the spear. Okay. Come on. Rolling.
Do you remember how it works now?
Yeah, sure. I just was, there's no fun if I just go along blindly. You have to argue a little. Come on. It's 13. Please tell me that hits. It probably does.
13 does hit. Just hits.
Okay, cool.
Very sore kitty cat is.
Well, he will be in a sec when I roll for damage.
It's
hopefully
even sorer now.
What are we? So, okay. Range on hit, target takes damage from javelin plus 4d6 lightning damage. Right. Okay. So, it's 7 damage plus 4d6. D6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 16. So 7 and 16. 23, no? Yeah.
Yeah, so the saber-toothed tiger that was
upset,
a bit too overexcited is now that lightning hitting it and just tearing into those open wounds that Alia had already exposed, just keels over, drops a smoking heap, a little bit of cooked saber-toothed tiger, which smells reasonably pleasant, hits your nostrils.
So is there a chance that the saber-tooth is scared of lightning and runs away?
The saber-tooth's dead, dude. You just cooked it.
Really? Dead? Oh, dead?
Yeah, dude. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You guys are just have it, Mr. Shot.
Nice.
Okay.
Dude, 53
what do I feel like that was
damage
in
3 attacks. You gave it some good love. Now still in combat. So Fokionis, I believe you still have some
one more
movement and attacks and stuff yet. So what I'm going to get you to do is, can you give me a perception check, please?
Oh God. Okay. Yep. Perception. That moment when you realize your passive perception is better than your non-passive.
You're in combat. You're actively
Oh,
trying to get a bearing. Because that definitely wasn't the thing that you heard. At the moment, you don't have a good idea of where else there may be any other enemies. Maybe that was it.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not. There was definitely something. Actually, no, you're smarter. There was definitely something else that wasn't that saber-tooth tiger, but you can't get a read on where it is at the moment. You just love some movement. You can kind of you can blindly attack, or you can like. But with that roll, you don't really.
What would I attack, bro? I don't even know. I couldn't fucking eat my way out of a food store right now.
You're filled with adrenaline and joy, and the thrill of the hunt and the kill, and how impressive that lightning storm was that just cooked that fucking tiger. But the afterglow in your eyes is maybe making it a bit hard to pick up any other enemies nearby.
Bro, I don't know. I guess we maintain some sort of defensive type position, looking around for something because I don't feel like shit's done. I might move down off the rock with the rest. I just sort of back to between.
Yep. Pop yourself where you want to be.
Yep. Like back to there.
All right. So unless you're slinging some random attack around, we're now on to Zach.
I'm gonna keep hold of my other 17 weapons just for the moment.
Yep. And Zach, I will give you that you were the one who got the clearest look at what was around us or what was around you. Before you do anything else, can you give me a perception roll, but with advantage? Because out of all of your party, you're the one who has the clearest indicator of that there is something that was not that saber-tooth tiger. It was around here somewhere.
Someone's salty.
Just kill the fucking saber-tooth tiger.
He rolls 4 million. He knows everything.
Oh, sorry. I mean, Dante's salty.
I know.
14.
I want to be the fucking clever one, you know? But I roll 5, so you know, no good.
Oh, jeez. Do you want me to, not roll it? Then...
Oh, no, hey, come on. Don't be silly now. That's crazy talk.
All right. Oh, by 1. Zach, you notice initially there's just a few little errant drops of blood that didn't belong to that saber-tooth tiger and that are kind of heading off further over to the east of you, and just where the rocks are that are about the same level as you, it kind of dips down. You can just see the top of a head and an eye, and it's that same tiger's head that kind of popped up in surprise and then scurried away through the underbrush. You've got the glimpse of you can see it. You can see the ear and the eye that is really well concealed, but you just rolled higher than it to get a glimpse of it. So it's quite obscured, but you can see it just over there as the ground dips down.
Okay. I cast Tash's Mind Whip on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes an intelligence saving throw. DC is 15.
Saving throw, public. Yep. It rolled a 13.
Right. So it takes 3d6 psychic damage and can't take a reaction. So I'll do 3d6. Hold on. It's 11 damage.
Yep. Is that no reaction just for this round, or is that
until the end of its next turn? So if it's after me, then at the end of its turn, it will be able to take a reaction.
Yeah.
And then on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move action or a bonus action. Only one of the three. And that's it.
Okay.
And
You said 11
yeah,
damage, didn't you? I wrote that
yes.
down, right? Yep. Yep.
And I can also move out of the way of Fogionus's lightning bolt.
But why?
Yeah, and that's my turn. I think.
Yep. Well, you definitely saw that strike true. The spell is hit. Didn't appear, sort of shook its head a little. Did not appear to have really damaged it too much. In fact, like the head sort of winced away, but has maintained vision on your party. It's still looking at you. That ends your turn.
Mhm.
All
Yes.
right. So it's now that figure that is that you've now seen twice, and you've all seen Egg slap with a spell. Is going to
Cower in the corner. Run away bravely.
He said he's doing movement or bonus. Yep, no, that's no problem at all. So it is going to take at you, Egg. So just a little bit more of its body becoming exposed, and you see it drawing back a longbow, quite similar, but much more simple and less ornate than Alia's. Are much more plainer, but still deadly looking, and takes aim at you.
What?
This is
Me.
The fuck? We got a Thundercat here.
Miss.
the first one is a 20.
20 hits.
Yep. And I'm just going to do it got a multi-attack, so he's doing 2. I'm just going to do both the attacks. And then
Alright, yeah, do the second one.
And the second one's a 12.
Misses.
The first one, 8 points of damage.
8 points.
8 points of
Ow.
piercing.
That's got your entire AC, isn't it?
No worries.
That's all your HPs.
I don't know.
And you can't take his bonus action. Bit annoyed at that. And with that, you you hear this like this guttural, this growl, but it is nowhere near as deep or as rumbling as that saber-toothed tiger. It's a little bit of a lighter end of the scale, but it still sends chills down all of your spines. And with that, where are we up to? Yeah. So from behind, where there was all of this stomping and stamping that Phocyonis was doing, just emerging, so basically coming out of stealth as Alia did before. There is nowhere near as big as the saber-tooth tiger, but much bigger than the tigers you were used to before you entered into this, insane crawl that you've all been on. Is just slinking out of the jungle, deadly and silent, a extremely large, beautiful but deadly tiger is emerging behind Alia and Phocyonis, where it had been keeping pace behind the dancing orc. I'm just having a look to see if it gets
now come on.
benefit from.
Man. How many of these things are there?
Yeah. What the hell?
Stealth.
I think Jake comes back and one shot.
Jake's having chill. All right, so the
Jake's got a flaming sword at the ready.
the tiger is going to use its bonus action.
Ready. Jake's ready to go, coach. Put him in.
Oh, he's got to see if it hits
Fucking
first.
code word, like, fettuccine or whatever the fuck it is.
It is 5, 10, 15, Okay, I had to move it into the scene to make it fit. So it's actually going to leap at you, Phocyonis, as the one who has just sizzled its or not its, but the saber-toothed tiger. So it's coming forward to you.
So this
because
is
it's
a
moving to 20
saber-tooth
feet.
tiger or just a regular tiger?
This is a regular tiger. It's smaller.
Reg-
It doesn't have the big teeth hanging out. It's just
Oh.
an extremely large version of what you know as what's familiar to you as a standard earth tiger.
It's just double-sized.
Um,
Okay, gotcha.
and it is going to attempt to bite you. It is going the same as where you saw that corpse. It is going straight for your neck.
Isn't Alia in the way?
No. And it rolls a natural 1 and completely air swings in its aggression and its vigor. That closes as you kind of jerk your head back instinctively. That giant jaw just snaps ineffectually where your throat was. And it only gets with that one, so that one's done.
More years
and
of
then-
training as a bouncer and knife person, like me.
Let's see how far this is.
Drunk
to Zach.
people, tigers, same thing, right?
I all think
So
they're
the
really
emerging from the kind of the ridge behind the smaller, more humanoid-looking tiger is a second of these huge beasts,
Oh, man.
and it has its eyes fixed firmly
Nice
on
chat
Zach.
fucking tiger icons and spars like mad.
Yeah. How many of these do you have?
So the
mate?
bundle, you get like many for free. Don't worry.
So
You have to
many.
use all of them. Like,
You know, I
Discounted
found them when I
at
was going through making a folder of potential creatures that Zach might turn into. I'm like, ooh,
Oh
some of
no!
these.
let's have tiger, actually.
There's
Let's
a
have
there's a
tiger.
lot of animals in here. Ooh.
Crouching tiger, hidden tiger, dead tiger, bow and arrow tiger, hidden
And
tiger.
this one has just leapt forward towards you, Zach, and is taking a swipe at you.
All right, I dodge it.
Oats. Oh, they're rolling like
Yep.
shit.
Hmm.
They look aggressive. They are unco as all shit, apparently. That's
Support.
the
It's really
two
hard to hold dice
tigers.
in my big flat.
That was a 2 spiral.
Yep, 7 in total. But the that 2 is still a miss, as Zach literally does what he said and just almost looks like he's parrying it away, like channeling his inner kung fu magician.
That's me.
Effortless. All right, we are back to Alia, who has some thorns prepped as a bonus action. You've got a tiger right beside you who has just taken a snap at Phocyonis almost directly over your head, and another one that is over near Zachary,
So close to me.
and another one much further away that you can only barely see behind some cover. Yeah, one is like literally almost standing on you. But what would you like to do?
Go dragon.
Keep in mind that you have,
Okay.
because you have Hail of Thorns on, if you hit, that's what triggers that ability, just in case you're looking that up, just to save you one look up.
Yeah.
I'm
You
pretty
could,
sure
like,
that
move back,
looking
Wait,
up
what?
tips for tigers rolling dice.
You've got Hail of Thorns ready. You prep that as your bonus action last turn. So if you hit whatever your target is, you will trigger Hail of Thorns
Yeah,
and
you could
do extra damage.
move back so you don't have disadvantage to your attacks.
I know, that's what I'm thinking about. But I've also got the Dagger of Venom on me as well. Considering I can do 2 attacks, I can code it, and then I can stab it with it.
No, that
Hail of ouchies. and
coding
dagger.
it is an action, not an attack.
Yeah, it's not a.
It's
Yep.
Oh.
Hey,
So that would be your
Scott,
whole
my question.
doing that.
That tiger leapt at me, missed my throat. Wouldn't it have gone like flying off the edge?
No.
Oh.
It's not that unco.
Easy answer.
Right, fuck it. I'm just gonna
Alright,
chuck
roll
this
one.
Hail of Thorns
Bianco.
at it and see what happens.
All right, so you're doing it from your current position, so you'll be attacking with disadvantage, or you can move back, or you'll get an
No.
attack of opportunity
I know.
as you back away.
I'd take the attack.
Take it.
That's what I'd do, but I'm not your character.
Okay, I'm just gonna fuck it up with the Thorns. Here I am. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Back to actions, please. Thank you.
Disadvantage.
Oh shit, then disregard that. That was an accident.
I'll
You
just
can just
roll
roll
again
one more
and
time.
yeah,
Yeah, so don't do it. Don't do
just
it.
roll normal.
That was, did I just
3 rolls.
wait, what the hell is going on?
Can I just get you to do just one normal attack roll?
I
That
did.
way-
That was disadvantage. But it
Yeah,
rolled
but
3 dice. I'm so confused.
no. Initially, you just
Uh,
roll the normal attack, then you roll an attack with disadvantage, so it rolled 3 dice total. So if you just do
And
one more roll
it-
for me, we'll look at the
I
first
rolled
roll.
3 dice because one was a 1, and you're a halfling.
Oh, I didn't
Oh.
even see the 1 come in there.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. I didn't see it
Gotcha.
either.
So your second
oof.
normal roll still
Look, all of it
16.
meant that it
Holy
hit.
shit.
Yeah. So you got so many bonuses to hit. Fucking hell. Yeah, it definitely hits. Like you have basically almost barely drawn the arrow back and just shoved it into the nostril of this tiger.
Okay, now
Actually, let's
I
go
go over to
paw.
my
That's
spell
what's right
book.
beside you.
Do I use the Hail of Thorns damage? Because he needs
So
to
you
do
have-
a
let's-
DC saving throw.
Yep. So give me your damage for the hit of the arrow first, then we'll do the Hail of Thorns and the saving throw.
Fuck.
2. Is that the Hail of Thorns or is that the So
That's the
can you
Hail
give me
of
the
Thorns.
damage? Yep. So let's leave that alone for a sec and give me the damage from your longbow attack. You know, the one that rolls a shitload of dice and then we figure out what the actual
Yeah.
number is. Oh no, my pen just ran out. Oh no, we're back.
5, 10, 15.
Alright, so 15. And now what's the saving throw for the Hail of Thorns?
3 dice and we'll see if you get it.
12 dexterity. And
you, that's
you and
definitely
Fock have to
15.
roll it as well. Oh yeah.
Oh, come on.
If you succeed, you take 1 damage. If you fail, you take 2.
So wait,
Oh,
I have to
God.
throw a what? A saving throw of
You have
The
to do
dexterity
dexterity.
saving. DC 12.
the tiger failed, so he has taken a further 2 damage.
I'm good.
So you take 1 damage.
That's better than.
Oh yeah. 2.
And the effect that the tiger has, did you say, is grappled?
Where else in addition to the north?
Nope.
Doesn't really say.
No, it's just the extra 1d10 piercing damage. That's it.
Oh, okay, no worries. I thought you said there was an effect. Sorry. That's easy. Done. So
Oh, it
17
takes the
damage.
1d10 piercing damage on a failed save.
Yep.
Hmm.
Good. We have
Unsuccessful.
had that, but like the arrow that you stabbed in its paw and then the storm of thorns that erupted around it have really started puncturing and bleeding
not
far more than what you maybe would have
Dance
initially.
my way out of the arrows or the thorns.
No. So mark off your losses depending on whether you've passed or failed that saving
Right, what do
throw.
I got to roll to see if I pass?
Dexterity saving throw, 12 or more.
Dex saving throw. Oh, we gooch. 19.
Easy.
Nice.
See, we did dance our way out
So
of it.
you take half the damage. You take 1 point of damage.
Oh, well, bloody poo. Okay.
Bloody poo, eh?
How will you recover from this?
It only leaves me with bloody 74 hit points left. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh,
All right. So Alia, that is your first action. The Halethorn's triggered. You still have an action and a bonus action.
an attack and a bonus action.
Sorry, an attack and a bonus action. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't coat your dagger at this point because you've taken your attack. So you can shoot your bow again. You can use your dagger without the poison, just as a standard dagger. So you can do
Yeah,
that
fuck it,
without
I'll just
disadvantage.
stab it with the dagger without anything on it.
You can shoot it
Close
with
anyway.
disadvantage again. All right. Well, give it a stabby stab. See if you can stab the other paw. Poor tiger's trapped in the thorns. It just wants a mouse to come and chew the
22.
ropes. Yeah, 22 hits.
Can the
These things are
tiger
big, but
dance
they're not
its way
wearing
out of it?
armor. Like they just hide.
Can the tiger dance its
8
way through?
damage.
Maybe?
No,
You sure?
no,
I don't
mate,
know.
it
I reckon it
can't.
could.
It's
Hey,
pretty clear that it
Can
can't.
your dragon thing use its reaction to add damage to something else's attack?
It can as a bonus action, especially if it's put up closer.
And it has that as a reaction.
Mhm.
I think.
Once per round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know.
You can get your Drake to do your bonus action essentially and roll. I think it's a 1d6
Alright, fuck it, I'll do that.
or it's bite, I think. Infusing fire damage. 1d6 plus 3.
Yeah. That's it.
Plus 3.
Yeah. So on it, if you roll an attack roll for your Drake. Oh, no, sorry, hang on. It's infusing the damage on your attack which you struck. So it's the 1d6 plus 3. Is that right, Egg? Am I getting that
It's
right?
just 1d6 fire damage.
Just 1d6. Okay.
And it adds
Another
it
3.
to the dagger attack. Yeah.
All right. That tiger is very big owies with blood just profusely pouring out, especially where the Drake has bitten down around the wounds from the arrows and the dagger wounds, and it's whimpering in pain as opposed to growling in aggression. All right, that's Alia. Unless you want to make a move, Alia, or are you good where you are?
She's still got a bonus action.
I use that on the Drake.
Her
didn't
bonus
I?
action was to get the Drake to infuse its strike.
That's a reaction on the Drake's part.
Oh, I thought it was a bonus action. Okay, you got your bonus action as well, so you can prep your. So you can
Is
look
it
at
a
what your
bonus
bonus actions
action to
are.
summon the Drake because the Drake's already there? It's not a bonus action. Is that how it works? Or?
If she was to resummon the Drake and bring it back with full health, that'd be a bonus action.
Ooh.
Or out of combat,
You know
a
what?
free action.
I don't really have anything else as a bonus action.
You just tell the Drake to bite it. That's
Yeah,
your
that's
bonus
right.
action. Yeah.
Bite it, bitch.
Which is what I mixed up with the reaction before.
Yeah. It's a different thing.
So now you can do its attack as a roll.
Hmm.
Yep, 13 hits. All right.
Hey, that's alright.
That tiger has the slimmest amount of blood left still circulating around its body.
It does an extra 1d6 though. Its bite, doesn't it? Its bite has the fire automatically in it as well.
Well, we're all suggesting the Drake is probably best off being rolled in D&D Beyond because Foundry doesn't
Oh,
bring the I try and keep him up to date, but it's really hard to make a creature match a summon companion. And even
do it in there?
So if you look in features, you actually have your Drake's rolls in as a I don't know what I'm trying to say. Do it in DnD Beyond. Foundry is really messy. I haven't found a good way to manage the Drake or a good module to manage it.
Yeah, its bite attack does an extra d6 fire damage, that's all.
You got another 1d6 to roll. Yeah, definitely do it in Foundry or you're going to cut yourself short on damage. Oh, sorry, definitely do it in D&D Beyond or you're going to cut yourself short on damage because it doesn't have an easy way of reflecting all of that for reaction and attack.
6.
Yeah, that tiger was whimpering. It was sort of slowly collapsing. It's now just fully collapsed. That assault has just left it another bleeding corpse, adding to the pungent aroma of blood and burnt fur that is currently surrounding you guys. All right, we're on to Phocyonis, where you can see a big tiger next to Zach. Very difficult to see a little tiger that's behind the big tiger because it's obscured by the big tiger and the rocks, but it's there with quite a bit of cover.
Would we know that's there because it shot an arrow into like?
Yeah, you know it's there. You can see it. You can see it's sort of it's a very much obscured behind cover, but it's there. You can see its head and ears popping up. It just has some. If you attack the far away one, it has some bonuses on its current position.
Yep.
It's behind cover.
Yep. All right. Well, obviously I didn't get time to go and collect my spear.
God damn. If
Well,
I only had time to collect my spear.
I know. I mean, I can't make it go lightning again.
Just hit it with an axe.
Unfortunately. Do I have axe? I think I do. I do have great axe. Or actually, I've got longsword. I do have another spear.
Just like, which weapon should I
just pick one.
use?
So
Longsword,
really need Phocyonis to make a decision on what he's going to do as he's kind of.
I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock. Righto.
Do you thought? Nah, not that
It's the
one.
middle of a fight.
Yeah, you can just imagine. This one?
Great.
Ooh, this one.
Dude, what are you doing?
I'm going to run, take a leaping jump off this rock and basically look to place with some great force and uncomfortability my longsword through that tiger's head.
All right.
Essentially between the eyes.
Yep. Let's do it.
Right. I'm rolling.
Give me the attack first.
I'm rolling. It's a very modest 15.
Right, 15 hits. It's
Okay,
a big
cool.
animal. It's a big target.
I know. Well, is this? I don't know if it's martial or versatile. What does that?
What?
There's 2 damage types in D&D Beyond for my longsword.
Yeah, are you using it in 2 hands or 1 hand?
Oh, 2 hand because I'm trying to.
Yeah, so use the D10.
Beautiful, thank you. Well, I'm so glad I did that. 15. Because that was a nat 10.
Nice. That leap, thump, slam. You currently, unless you're trying to dexterously jump on the tiger's back, I'm just putting you back where you're not in the same space. Unless you're trying to stay up there, in which case we'll do a dexterity roll and let's see how your tiger riding skills are.
No, I'm not looking to ride it. I'm definitely looking to sever its head.
Yep. All right. So I'll let you take your second swing in the air. Why not? As it's a big target, falling down.
Sure.
Overhand strike, underhand strike back up.
Cool. So I'm just going to roll again. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Does 25 hit?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, okay.
25 literally hits.
And 13 damage.
13 does not quite take its head off, but it does a very good, very
Basically, it's
very
hanging at
close
least.
job. You know, these big aggressive animals have come in and they have been thus far quite badly humiliated with their missed attacks and the overpowering force of the humans and semi-humans that they have attacked. Yep, so that's your 2 attacks. What's next? You still
I
got some
am.
movement, you still got a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sort of move back, like sort of. Well, I'm not really. I don't want to be on top of the rock because that's arrow fodder. So just sort of move back a smidge, but
Yeah,
still.
so you are going to give it an attack of opportunity because you're moving out
I'm
of
gonna
its.
stay where I am then, behind the near dead corpse of this fucking tiger, and I'm gonna fart on it, and it's gonna die.
He's so angry.
Like, you guys are flogging the shit out of these animals, and yet somehow you're mad at me. Just
There's
pointed
like
out that
fur and crap on my
maybe
sword. It's really
maybe it can
cute.
try and
I'm
hit you again, even though they're missing it every
It's only
turn
gonna
because
make good boots,
He's not even raging.
No.
I know. These guys are like they were stealthy as all shit, and then they have
Wouldn't even
missed
give
almost
it the
everything else.
opportunity.
Their stealth rolls were through the roof, and then shit all so far. All right, we are now on to that second tiger that's next to Phocyonis and
Oh,
Zachary.
go on.
That is going to again take that snap and snarl with the actually hang on, where is it? All right, no, first, so there's 2 things that happen here. First thing you see is that tiger almost seems to hesitate as if it's going to try and leave, and try and disengage from this encounter, and you hear just a really brisk, short growl coming from behind those rocks and from behind that figure that Egg has slapped in the face with a spell before. Sorry, Zachary slapped in the face with a spell before that makes it hold, and then almost reluctantly take a swipe at Phocyonis. With a 17.
That does not hit.
Right, and with the blood loss and accumulated damage, and almost half-hearted attempt and
Pool its own
being
blood falls over.
forced under duress, that swipe misses. Okay, we are now back to Alia. Oh no, hang on, where are we? Phocyonis, Tiger,
Back to Zach.
the nasty pasty who's been giving these controls and instructions. You see that head pop up again, that same longbow in hand, and is this time still taking aim at Zachary, the last person who has caused it some damage. Now he's still got his bonus action this time around. Yes, he does. All right, so he's got his multi attack again. So nat 20.
No, roll that again.
What?
Thanks.
Sorry, say that again.
Then roll that again.
I use
wait.
Chronal Shift
I was
after
wondering when
me or
those
a
shields gonna
creature I
proc.
see within 30 feet makes an attack roll. I can force them to reroll.
Oh, okay, the spell. Sorry, I thought you were just having. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Chrono just wizard ability, yeah.
Yeah. And that you see it like draws and almost a smirk appearing as that arrow is flying true straight for your face before, and the arrow is back, knocked in the bow, and almost let go before it's even fully drawn and sails wide ineffectually. But not to be disheartened, it's going again with with an 8 and definitely a confused figure here.
Oh no!
Um,
That poor tiger.
Yeah, it was
The
very,
Spa
very
was
good.
so excited when he got that crit.
I was like, oh yeah, that's all part of it. It's the first time I've rolled a natural 20 for any, I think first or second in any of our combat encounters that I've done one on an attack. It was like my first, no, second, sorry. The first one was the one that killed Ivy, so I probably should be more traumatized than
Oh no.
So with that, you actually see the tiger's head, the portion that you had seen, disappears from view.
Oh, it's hiding. It's a bonus action. It's bullshit.
Because it was very much obscured and now it is fully disappeared from your view. We are now back to.
What?
Actually, and I'll give you guys as well that you can hear the distinct. Oh wait, no. No. Doesn't have disengage. You guys know it's there. You can hear it. It's out of sight, but you can definitely hear it moving, and it sounds like moving away.
"20 feet? Bloody hell.
It's got 30 feet of movement. Not that you guys know that. All right. We are now back to Alia, where you've got one tiger ineffectually and bleeding out next to Zach and Phocyonis, and you are aware and have seen that and heard that other form disappear and run.
So we're in an elevated position. Like, is there a chance that we can see that, or Alia can see that from there, or no?
I'd need Alia to make a perception check. Passively, no. But there may be a chance that Alia could sight something if Alia would like to do a perception check.
Yeah, fuck it, let's go. $19.
So with the 19, you can see it's partly obscured just because of the angle you're on and the cover that is around it and the way that it's moving through. I know the map doesn't give it the best visual, but the way that it's moving through that forest, you can see with about half cover the part of that that humanoid looking tiger, and it is booking it. Seems to have sacrificed stealth for speed. So you can attack it. It will just get some AC bonuses because it's got about half cover from where you currently are.
Fuck it, I'm gonna try it.
What's the range on your bow?
150 feet.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's only 30.
Hey, Spark.
Yeah.
Alia has the sharpshooter feat.
Yes.
You know what that means?
Nope.
She ignores half cover and 3/4 cover.
Okay, that's good to know.
What that means is your cat's gonna die.
So what it means is they get to put their AC bonuses.
So just a normal attack.
Yep.
20 to hit.
Let's see.
Totally.
And my damage.
Hang on, we'll see if the 20 hits first off. Yes, it hits.
Oh, hello, it's going to hit.
Oh, it's gonna.
1, 2.
You don't know that. You don't know that Tiger Man's life.
5, 6, 7 to hit.
7 damage. Yep.
I mean 7 damage. Yep.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna do that all over again.
Go for it.
23.
Definitely hits. Device.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 damage.
Does that activate the, dancy yeehaw fucking thorny doodad as well?
No, she
No.
didn't have that prepped.
Oh. Thank you for that reenactment.
Definitely felt that, and you can even from that distance see this very cat-like hiss coming your way as those two ethereal fire arrows strike true. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, kill it.
He's a dragon.
I don't think he can move that far to bite it.
I can fly.
So didn't you say you could fly last session?
Yeah,
Like
but
40
I don't
feet
know.
speed. So
He can fly, he can fly, he can fly, he
Spider.
can yeet fire, he can fly.
Say what its range of movement are. Oh, hang on. Maybe I should look over here.
I mean, or, just throw more arrows at it.
Doesn't say. It just says that it
40
can
foot
be.
of movement, and it can fly. So it can get there.
Okay. Well, I'll just do that then. I'll get him to go bite him.
Go for it.
I'm gonna have to do it
target
because
them.
I can't work out how to make the bite and everything in D&D. I still haven't found.
Please do it in. Please do it in D&D Beyond. It's going to be
Well,
more accurate.
I can't
sorry.
find the action bits for it like I can in Foundry. There's no buttons
Alright.
to click to
Mm.
attack,
And
make an attack.
if you're happy doing it in Foundry,
Yeah, we can just do the math.
right, whack it in.
Why does it have nothing in features and actions? Where did they all go?
I'm not sure. So if you close it and open it again, like the root directory, that might solve it for you.
Oh, it's alright. I had everything open. Fucking dickhead. Back.
14 hits.
14. So I roll that one.
So you should get your
4 piercing damage and then a d6 for fire.
yeah.
Nice.
Oof.
10 in total.
Another 10. So it's definitely sore, not potentially as sore as you thought he would be. But yeah, he's in better days. He's had better times in the forest.
Oh, poor thing.
All right, now we are back to. Oh, sorry, Ali. Did you want to do anything? I used a bonus action. Sorry, Fokionis.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take care of this gargling pool of bloody meat in front of me. So yeah, I will use my longsword again. And does 26 hit?
Yeah, dude.
Trust.
Again, we've established big,
Yeah,
fluffy.
but it's fun.
No armor.
And 13. Does that finish it off?
13 absolutely does. So you see this moment of just resignation and almost intelligence in the eyes of this creature, and somewhat sorrowful body language. This was an animal that was trying to run away and was somehow forcefully commanded to remain. Just as you see that, you sever its head from its body.
Sucks to be him.
Not sorry. Right.
That's one.
What is distance on spear?
Now, with the cliff, unless you're going to potentially try and jump and take full damage, you will need to go around.
No, but
So
I can.
just if you're plotting your
yeet up
pathway,
the
you'll
spear
need
from the
to.
top, can I not?
Yeah, you have like 40 feet movement, don't you? So
You do have a lot of movement distance. I'm just letting you know when you're charting it, you are not a straight line unless you're planning on doing some falling.
Not particularly. I don't know. What's the distance down?
You guys at the moment are around from directly off where you are with Zach, probably around 30 to 40 feet up.
Oh, let's not do that. If I basically move to say, like here on the edge, that didn't move. If I move to like there,
just walk around.
Well, I'm trying to get. Can I get a line of sight shot from there or no?
You can
Well,
get a line of sight shot depending on what you're trying to throw or shoot
Spear.
from where you
I have
currently
another
are.
spear.
You don't get to ignore the half cover though.
No, but I kind of know where it is because like it was really obvious when the Drake and everything else come in, like bitch slapped it. No,
Yeah, you can definitely throw a
that
normal
would be a
spear.
disadvantage, wouldn't it?
No, no disadvantage. There is just it's obscured, somewhat obscured. So your target will get a little bit of bonus essentially to their AC. I can tell you what that is actually. I think it's +4. So
That's 2.
no,
If
it's not light
it's
cover.
half cover. If
Partial
it's
cover.
3/4,
+4.
it's 4.
3/4 is 6. So light 2, partial 4. So it's on partial cover.
Whereas if I was
Okay.
there, so you're saying pathwise, if I was to move, I would have to go sort of this way first.
Yep.
And then down to here.
No, you just go straight down from there.
Can I?
You'll be able to go straight down. You're on that pathway down. You just force your way through that foliage. It's obscuring your view. It's not obscuring your movement.
So I could get to there. That's 20 feet. That's 20 feet. And you said I've got 40 feet of movement. Is that right?
I'm pretty sure you do.
No,
that's
check your
character.
Yeah. I just remember Egg saying that before.
Yes, you have 40 feet of movement. I'll check your character sheet, don't worry.
Cool. Yeah. I'm looking at it, but I'm like, action, movement. Okay, so I know where to look. Where do I look? Oh, walking 40 feet. What about running?
Please just move your character. It's nearly midnight.
Fine. Wow. It's because your rolls aren't going well. Fuck.
My rolls are going very well.
I'm just waiting for my turn to come up.
All right.
You know?
Don't worry. Pass over it again. All right. I'm going to move to there and then have another crack at this guy. I'm going to be pissed off because I have to do like cardio. So I'm going to rage on my way.
Now you rage.
Well, you made me run.
At the end of combat, everything's dead.
It's just like, fucking no, now I'm going to run. God damn it.
I only get 2 of these long rests.
I only got to cut off one head.
I've got 4
please do your thing.
Does that mean I get 4 or 2? Because I think I get 4, do I not? No. No, I'm curious. No, it doesn't matter. It's relevant. All right. I'm raging.
Zach, you're up next.
Advantage to strength, +2 melee damage with strength weapons. Radio, cool. Longsword, swinging. And 19.
19 hits.
Cool. Now, bludgeoning damage +2. 14.
Yep. So is this throwing your just a normal spear?
No, I've got a longsword in my hand, double-handed, baby.
Yeah, you're just whacking it.
Why would I run all the way to him if I was going to throw a spear?
My screen hadn't refreshed and you were still up on the thing.
Oh, God. No, I ran 40 feet. That's why I got pissed and raged.
Is it a standard longsword or is it a magical longsword?
Oh, okay.
Magical.
Is it your +1? Sorry, is it your +1? Is it +1 longsword?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And what was the damage?
It's 12 +2 because I'm raging 14.
Okay. Yeah. Blade strikes in. 14 points of damage are struck. It hurts.
I'm going to go again because, I can.
No, you can't.
Clarify egg. We had a bonus action. No. What does it say? I thought
you've run down. You've raged. You've run down.
So you attacked the
tiger.
no,
I'm good. Yeah, no, that's right. I'm going to
attack the tiger.
Down. Rage is a bonus
tiger.
action.
Yeah, rage is a bonus. That's right. I misread it. That's cool. That's right. I'm going again. My second action.
No, you took the head off a tiger.
Oh, that was my first one there. Yeah, cool. Got you. So,
but didn't you attack the? No, you jumped up. Mate, hang on. You jumped on that. You attacked the tiger twice with your longsword.
No,
that was a previous one. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, that's your turn done.
No.
Apologies.
Yeah,
What have you got left, dude? You've bonus raged. You've used your 40 feet.
Okay.
And you've done 2 attacks.
I've got 2 attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, you've done your 2 attacks. You're done.
Yep.
Zach, you're up.
I use Tash's mind whip again.
Yep.
He's got a range of 90 feet, so he makes an intelligence saving throw, DC 15.
Yeah, he was so good at that last time. Why wouldn't you get him to do it again?
No, he wasn't.
Oh, he wasn't. He just rolled a nat 20, shrugs it off.
Sure, whatever. I just used all my spells on nothing.
See, you just, that was karma.
Yeah, it was. I deserve that. All right, I'm done. You go.
All right. The figure that's there with Phocyonis and the Drake is going to actually continue running. And
He's not staying.
actually technically going to disappear off the map, but I'm going to
What the
it's
fuck?
going to be
Can't run off the map.
yeah.
There's no
Well,
ground there.
he's still technically in the jungle. I'm just letting you know distance wise. He's given you guys both an attack of opportunity.
There's no jungle there because the map says so.
Phocyonis, can you roll your attack with your longsword, see if you hit him, and Racer, can you roll for your Drake and see if it bites him?
Oh, because
what do I roll?
we get advantage. Right, okay.
You're
Yeah.
rolling it's not a reaction, is it? It's,
Opportunity.
it is
It's a reaction.
reaction. So you're rolling your fire damage.
So I'm just rolling a normal sword, yeah?
You're rolling a sword, just a single one.
This one.
Oh, 17, any
Oh,
good?
why'd you say that?
17 hits. You did the one point of damage.
And you
Roll damage?
roll an attack with your Drake. So like
Oh,
the fire.
okay.
That was what my question
Um,
was. Was it a reaction to instantly hit, or for the Drake, or was it a roll as well? Sorry, do that.
So roll.
And you got your damage.
Yeah.
it's just the 1d6, which is gave me a 1.
Plus the 1d6 plus 3 piercing from the bite.
Yeah, so you should have had a 4.
Oh. 4.
Yeah, I'll just take 3 more off yourself.
Yeah.
All right, and what did you roll the hit as you ran away?
Me?
Yep, Phocyonis.
Oh, so I hit, obviously, because it was 17.
Yep, that hits.
And I rolled a 9 plus 2 because I'm enraged, so 11.
Easy. All right, so he has just fully booked it. Now he resisted Usher's
What even is this thing?
mind whip, whatever it was. And so at the moment, despite taking those attacks, you guys, because of the heavy and obscuring cover, you've actually lost sight of your target and your quarry at the moment. You know exactly where he ran. You saw where you lost sight of him as he's gone and headed up through this dense, thick scrub in the jungle heading south. But at the moment, you have where he is positionally wise, just to show you distances. That's how far he could have gone, but you've actually lost sight of him. And I'm going to call it there because of the time we've hit. And we will call that an end of initiative as out of combat, because you'll have some decisions to make as to what you want to do as a result of this and the carnage you've just unleashed on those poor little kitty cats that were just, trying to say hello and get some belly rubs.
No, stop that.
But
Come on.
yeah, the big bad overbearing looking characters got some real slaps from Team Chaos. Well done. And Phocyonis, man, please go and answer those burning questions you had for the next session.
He asks them every session.
It's the most thoughtful, considerate barbarian who spends the most time. That one needs a bit of a clean. Hang on.
I'd like the record to show that I managed to not have Fock use his 3 weapons in that fight.
You didn't drop any either.
No, but you
By the
did
way.
fire off a firebolt, so I got that one.
I did, yes. No, I did. That's true. If you had that one. Yeah, that's inevitable. Like, I'm literally always going to start with that because that's cool.
Mm.
You guys did well. Good skills. So I'll put the little dot where you last saw the figure. Ended up there. It is. So that was where you lost sight when things became obscured in the direction they were heading. But there's only one direction essentially that the character can go, that you wouldn't be able to see them. Is that
Right. Yeah, because the rest
into
is
that
like,
scrub? If they'd gone around further, Alia and Zach, you all would have clear vision, and you can clearly see the ridge and stuff that they would have had to climb to the left of you. But we will depart Twitch world there. So Twitchers, peace out. Love yous. Thanks for the hang, and catch the rest of it on YouTube. We're not raiding out. I'm about to go to bed.
what?
Me too. Bye.